Well, hello there, and welcome to, excuse me, I have a cold. My voice is shot. So we're trying to make it through this, but excited to be announcing another keynote speaker for the Law Firm Growth Summit. We have 4 keynote speakers this year for the 2024 Law Firm Growth Summit. We announced 2 of them already. Today is speaker number 3. Tomorrow we'll be revealing speaker number 4. I'm super excited about today's speaker because today's speaker is somebody that I've been trying to get to keynote the event already for the last event, and she was unavailable. Now, this person has some history with the Law Firm Growth Summit, so let me give you a little bit of the backstory. So when I first started working with law firm owners and the legal industry was the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, and I connected with a number of people through my affiliations through as a profit first professional, as well as through the podcast that launched in March of 2019, the Profit with Law podcast. And if you haven't checked it out, please go in your podcast player and do so and give us a listen. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. One of the people that I met through the podcast, I think it was through the podcast, might have been through the Profit First. I'm not sure how our paths crossed, but her name is Allison Williams. And Allison Williams, if you don't know who she is, definitely check her out. But if you probably do know who she is, she's known as the law firm mentor. She's also the owner of a multi-million-dollar law firm in nearby in New Jersey that specializes in family law. And she is a powerhouse of a person, really, really incredible. But what happened was I met her for lunch at my favorite place to go, which is Capitol Grill. I love steak. And we had lunch there. And in that conversation, I was exploring with her, like, why is it that there isn't a conference specifically for the business of law? Now, the landscape has changed since then. So this is 5 years ago. But at that time, the closest thing to a business conference for law firms was basically ClioCon. And ClioCon has its own agenda, really promoting Clio and upgrades to Clio and updates to Clio and partners of Clio. It's really not focused on marketing, sales, leadership, team development, financials, the things that are important in the growth of your business. So I was talking to her and I said, well, like, why don't we put on an event? Like, why don't we get together? And at the time, I was really close with Molly McGrath from Hiring and Empower Solutions, and Allison, and there was a fourth person that I wanted to do it with, and we can do an event and just have it focused on these areas. My strong point is the financials. Your strong point is the team, Molly's is team development. Your strong point is, bringing in the business, sales and marketing, and we can make an event that's going to really be helpful to law firm owners. I went home and I started thinking about it, and I said, there's a couple of problems with the idea that we floated during lunch. One is it's limited to just having 4 of us on stage. There's so many people out there who have experiences to share, who have expertise in a certain area that can really add value to the community. How much would I be holding back or preventing the law firm community from learning and gaining from these other people by just having 4 of us on stage? And the second thing is an in-person event means that people need to pick up from their office, close their office for a few days or take off, depending on the size of their firm, and come out to that event, which really becomes a barrier to entry financially, and also just the logistics of being able to clear their calendar for extra days for travel, and all of that. So when I started thinking about it, my wheels started spinning, and I was familiar with a model in the online space of a summit where the sessions are pre-recorded, and you host the summit over a period of days, and you basically have a chance to highlight a lot of speakers. And that's how the Law Firm Growth Summit was born. That's how the Law Firm Growth Summit got started. And Allison Williams was right there at the forefront of the inception of the idea for the summit. Allison and I, although we've been very busy in our own lives, we've stayed connected, and I'm a firm believer in what she's doing. And I think that she has a message to share, and I think that it would be really valuable to put her in front of you as one of our keynote speakers. So let me just tell you a little bit about her. Allison Williams is the owner of not one, but two multi-million-dollar companies. She's founder of Williams Law Group, a full-service family law firm where she's a fellow of the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers, certified by the New Jersey Supreme Court as matrimonial law attorney, and is certified by the National Board of Trial Advocacy and Family Law. After taking Williams Law Group from a startup to a multi-million-dollar law firm in 3.5 years, she decided to help other law firm owners do the same by starting Law Firm Mentor. Today, Law Firm Mentor helps law firm owners across the country grow their revenues, crush chaos in business, and make significantly more money in less time. Allison is a Law Firm 500 award winner, ranking 14th out of the fastest growing law firms in the nation. She has also been named a Stevie Award finalist for Female Entrepreneur of the Year in 2017 and 2018, has been voted NJ Biz's top 50 women in business, and designated as one of the top 25 leading women entrepreneurs and business owners. Allison has been featured in The Law Entrepreneur, Above the Law, and Modern Solo, along with other leading legal publications. She's also the host of the Law Firm Mentor podcast, where lawyers go to learn how to crush the chaos in their business. I'm just going to share my screen here and show you our updated registration page, which you can find at lawfirmgrowthsummit.com. There she is, Allison Williams, founder of Law Firm Mentor, alongside Sean Callaghy, co-founder of Unblinded, and Megan Riley, COO and co-owner of Tippy Toes. If you want to know more about Sean and Megan, just refer back wherever you're watching this video, refer back in the feed to the announcements yesterday and the day before, where we announced each of these keynote speakers. Really an incredible lineup of keynote speakers that we have been revealing, and I'm excited tomorrow to share the fourth with you. Registration for this event is absolutely free, okay? Not even $1. Absolutely free. All you need to do is come in here, reserve my seat now, give us your name, email, address, all that jazz, and confirm that registration, and you are in. It's taking place May 21st to 23rd. We are 19 days away from the Law Firm Growth Summit, and this is a really, really exciting time for us because this event fills up in the 2-week period leading up to it, right? So that is when, and think about it, we basically get 200-300 registrants a day in that 2-week period. So beat the rush. Come and join us now. When you register, you will also learn about the opportunity to earn a bunch of really, really cool free stuff by inviting your friends and colleagues. So if you don't want to be alone and you want to have a community there that you already know, and people to chat with in the chat when people are speaking on stage, then definitely you want to invite your friends to come, and you can do that once you register. We'll give you special links to earn those prizes. Real quick, let's see if I can even show you what that looks like. I think this is the URL for it. Let's see. Nope, I got the wrong one. I'll pull it up on another live broadcast. But you can see that we have an amazing lineup of speakers here for the event. People you may recognize, some you may not, but these are all powerhouses. They all are amazing at what they do, and this is really going to be an incredible opportunity for you to get exposed to some amazing information and topics. These are our main stage sessions highlighted here. So if you want to just hit the plus sign there, you can see the details of the session. And our startup sessions are for law firms that are in their first $250K in revenue. We have a bunch of topics for you. Here's our gold sponsors. We want to make sure that you give them some love and check them out. Allison Williams' company, Law Firm Mentor, is a sponsor of the event. Two completely separate things. I invited her regardless of that. Expansion sessions are for our 1 to 4 attorney firms up to $2 million in revenue. And by the way, if you're a 4 attorney firm and you're less than $2 million in revenue, you have a lot of untapped potential, and we should definitely have a conversation. But anyway, how marketing agencies lie to you. I love Conrad Sam's titles for his talks. But some really cool stuff here. Excuse me, scalable money systems. Chelsea Williams, she's a rock star when it comes to anything financial, maximizing client satisfaction. Really good stuff here. Local search and how additional office locations can grow your practice exponentially by Seth Price. Really good stuff. Our silver sponsors: Blue Shark, 2 Hour Lifestyle Lawyer, Pinnacle Global Network, Smith AI, Nomos, Law Firm Academy, Law Firm Alchemy. Sorry, that is Charlie Mann. And then we have sessions for our 2 million plus revenue owners. So, if you're on that trip of creating a legacy of having something that's well above and beyond what you can do personally, that you're in that realm of above 2 million in revenue, there's special stuff that you need. And some of the stuff I'm most excited about is this is really cool. I love this topic from Geet Sakalakis, holding marketing investments accountable. So, and I've been seeing this with some of our fractional CFO clients, where there's just no accountability being held to the marketing firm, and just taking the results as they are without even questioning them, and leaving so much potential on the table for that. I love this also. Exit on Top, Brooke Lively, she just wrote a brand new book about not just selling your law firm, but running your law firm as if it's for sale, because when you do that, you make decisions differently and you actually end up with a much more financially healthy business. I really love the concept, and I love what she wrote. I'm actually in the middle of reading her book, so I can't give you a full synopsis on that. How a law firm's capital S story drives growth, Paul Fariga. I was just on Paul's podcast and shared my story. So if you want to hear my story as interviewed by somebody else, go check out Paul's podcast. And I just did an interview there. Really enjoyed the experience. And I think that this, some of this stuff is really, really good stuff that's going to position you for that next level of growth. And this is geared towards those law firms that are, above that 2 million range. So come check this out, lawfirmgrowthsummit.com. And I'm going to just play you a quick video that my team put together. And So I hope that if you haven't been hearing about it, this is the first time you're hearing about it, or if you've been sitting there saying, "This is something I got to get to, I got to do that," go to lawfirmgrowthsummit.com. It'll take you 2 seconds to register. Registration's absolutely free. There's no decision here, right? Like, even if you can only make it to one session, get registered. Even if you don't think you can make it to any sessions, get registered, because two things. First of all, we sell the recordings, so you can buy the recordings after you register. You won't get that offer unless you register. But also, we're adding some bonus days after the event's over, with some pre-recorded sessions from some speakers. And those bonus days will be open for a few days. So you'll actually be able to jump in and consume some of the content if you register. There's also other stuff, like we give out a virtual swag bag. So if you register, even if you don't attend any sessions, you're going to get a bunch of goodies from our speakers, our sponsors, stuff like that. So really, And you can, if you share your registration, you then go and tell a friend about it and they register, then you unlock some really cool stuff. So there's so many reasons to register. Even if you're not sure if you can attend, just go fill that out and get that process started. Go to lawfirmgrowthsummit.com. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. And I'm looking forward to Allison Williams gracing our stage as a keynote speaker in her session coming up at the Law Firm Growth Summit. Take care.